Their meal planning, weekly check-ins, and effective guidance for true lifestyle change, you'll be on your way to better health in no time. Call 3010 Weight Loss for Life. That's what I did, and I lost 65 pounds. It's Ron here from the Ron and Don Show. Give them a call today, 855-843-3010. That's 855-843-3010. The cool thing for me, lost that weight, I'm keeping it off. It's been a couple years now. Now is your time, 3010 in 2019. It's a short-time investment with lifelong dividends. 855-843-3010, 3010weightlossforlife.com.
I'm Bobby Wagner, and I can tell you firsthand that the best office is an amazing defense. Trust me, I know. Stop freaking. Call Beacon. We'll meet you right now. 1-800-FREEDOM. All right, what day was it, Viaduct?
We are your home, 97.3 Kyle Fountain, Tristan Taylor.
So with the closure of the Alaskan Viaduct tomorrow, West Seattle drivers aren't the only ones feeling the strain. Landlords are too. Joshua Clark spoke to him just a couple of days ago. He's an economist from Hot Pads, and he explains.
15 months ago, the rate of appreciation in West Seattle was a good deal higher than the rest of the city. It was about 10% growing year over year compared to about 7% for the rest of the city. A pretty big gap there. Over the past few months, rents have come down a lot, but now we've seen both of those numbers converge. What was once one of the fastest growing areas in the city for prices is now really affordable.
And this rate of change slowed down over a year ago before the looming viaduct shut down.
And then right when you get to that point where your lease might run into this viaduct closure, you start to see rents come back down to earth in West Seattle relative to the rest of the city.
So landlords are finding ways to beef up their listings because now there's a lot of vacancies available since the rents have come down out in West Seattle. So basically, they know a lot of people are exiting out of that area because of the viaduct shutdown and making their commutes just a little more on the challenging side. So landlords are now, what used to be 1 out of 10 describing their listings would advertise the water taxi. Now half of them are advertising the water taxi, saying, hey, listen, you can use this, you're not going to be stuck here, and you're not going to run into commutes that are absolutely miserable.
I think the other thing you're seeing, I read today, that like some of the restaurants down there on the waterfront are like, you want some free french fries?
Yeah, it's better.
Come on down.
So Kid Valley and Ivers are offering free food if you're stuck. So it's pretty interesting on what links people are going to for this.
Nothing like a bowl of chowder when you can't get to work.
That's
True.
right.
Might as well.
You might as well. You might as well just go get stuck up in the past. I mean, at least when you're stuck up there, you know you're going skiing or snowboarding, you're going to do something fun. Hard thing about going to work and getting stuck is it's like, okay, once I get out of this traffic jam, I'm going to be at work. And then I get to work all day, and then I get to go home in another traffic jam. And then once I get home, because I missed so much work today, I get to take my work home and basically work some more. So
Sweet plan, dude.
boy, we get on 3.5 weeks on the other side of it, though. We have all this extra chowder in us. We're gonna have to get out.
Exercise.
We're gonna have to run through that tunnel, right? Yeah. There you go. Tracy, thanks for that. Thanks to Chris Sullivan and Karen Osorio for working on all these great stories. They are up at mynorthwest.com. Heather has all the headlines next. We'll hear from CBS News. And then coming up the top of the hour. You ever walk around? This happened to me this morning as I walking the dog and stepped in a pile of hair.
Nice.
And I'm like, whose hair is this? And it was right outside the veterinarian clinic that we were at. No way to tell, right? Although, yes, there is. And Heather will tell you how to do it next. It's the Ron and Don Show on Power Radio. All right, here's Tracy Taylor. She's going to help get you home. Brought to you by Michael Soda Belt. Tristan.
So not only are the traffic lights not working at Lake City Way and 92nd, we just cleared a crash on South and 5 at Olive. So basically underneath the convention center, you're going to run into a stall eastbound 520 at Redmond Way. Still going to run into the accident that's partially blocking the ramp on North 95 at Michigan. And things are quite slow for those of you that are headed through the south end. We're going to take a close look at that coming up here at 4:03. Traffic brought to you by Michael's Toyota Volkswagen Super Bellevue. 3 amazing brands, one local family, all at a single East Street location right off I-80 East. Power Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Tracy Taylor.
Dr. Mark Wagner has been a
family and sports medicine physician in Seattle for over 25 years. He's the leader in the Northwest and founder of Seattle Stem Cell Clinic, performing thousands of stem cell therapy procedures on the shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, and knee joints. Dr. Wagner, I've now interviewed dozens of your patients, and I've heard things like, I couldn't lift a 10-pound grocery bag, severe pain raising my arm above my shoulder, or sharp pain when drying off after a shower. Tell us how stem cell therapy helps in the shoulder joint.
Dave, our shoulder results have been remarkable. Stem cell therapy helps decrease inflammation and regenerate cartilage, muscle, and tendon. Patients with osteoarthritis, rotator cuff tears, and labrum tears are excellent candidates for stem cell therapy.
So whether it's a shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, or knee that's giving you problems, before you choose surgery, see Dr. Mark Wagner first. You can learn more and hear
Looks
from
like the
all
car in
the
front of
patients
me
I've
is doing
talked
the
to
same
at
thing. They have their camera on the roof.
SeattleStemCellClinic.com.
Cairo Radio, 97.3 FM, KIRO FM, Tacoma, Seattle. 2020 Lifestyles is the first weight loss program to combine breakthrough genes.
Trump lawyer Cohen will go before Congress as he wants to give a full and credible account of what transpired.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Capital One.
I'm Jim Chevy. President Trump traveled to McAllen, Texas today, taking his message of border security to the border.
We're not talking about only Mexico. All over the world they come in because it's a weak spot. They make it strong, but the laws have to be strong, and we need security. We need the kind of backup that you want.
Despite the continued impasse with Congress, the president did not, as some expected, declare a national emergency in an attempt to get wall funding without congressional approval. That's not to say it's off the table.
If for any reason we don't get this going and they're not going to act responsibly and they don't mind death and crime and all of the problems that they cause by not having a barrier, then you will see what happens with national emergency.
CBS's Major Garrett.
It's a pressure point on Congress, telling Congress essentially, negotiate with me now or run the risk of me getting the money and you being cut out of the process. One interesting wrinkle, the president announced today he won't attend the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland on January 22nd because of the shutdown, suggesting he's girding for up to 2 weeks more.
It is day 20 of the partial government shutdown, and furloughed federal workers are getting anxious. The trickle-down effect of the shutdown is making its way into a lot of things, including federal criminal investigations. CBS's Jeff Begay.
They said today that there is a backlog at the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia. This is a lab that helps with evidence in both federal, state, and local investigations. And because they aren't up to staff because of the shutdown, they are seeing a backlog of work there.
Tomorrow marks the third full week of the shutdown, tying the shutdown record. Former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen has agreed to go before the now Democrat-controlled House. CBS's Bill Raycott.
Cohen, who faces 3 years in federal prison for campaign finance violations surrounding the Stormy Daniels story, says he's looking forward to appearing before the Committee on Oversight and Reform February 7th. Cohen says he'd like to give what he calls a full and credible account of what transpired, but House Intelligence Committee officials say they want to crack at Cohen too, since he was less than cooperative with them the last time around. Bill Raycott, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
A rocky start on Wall Street today after several major retailers reported disappointing holiday sales figures, but Dow gained 122 points for 0.5% to 24,001. Now this.
Capital One Quicksilver Card. Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That's all there is to it. Just unlimited 1.5% cash back on everything you buy. What's in your wallet?
Coming up, what you should know about the closure of the Alaskan Viaduct, even if you've never taken Highway 99 through Seattle. First, Cairo Radio real-time traffic with Tracy Taylor.
So I'm getting word on the scanner that there could be something going on the Maple Valley Highway out near Highway 18. I'm hearing about an accident out there, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. We're also going to take a look at the drive where it's still a little heavy on South 95 outside of the Duwamish River curves and heading into parts of Midway. The Valley Freeway is a little tied up from after 84th and Central and Kent. Northbound 405 difficult into Kirkland, so is northbound I-5 leaving Lake City Way and heading into Mount Lake Terrace. We had an earlier issue on northbound I-5, and this is out near the Michigan curve. It looks like that is in the process of clearing.